I'm not going to do any work. I'm just going to continue to be natural. And we'll see. Maybe I'll be an example of what actually aging healthily looks like. He's an example of such health, to never have needed antibiotics in 9 years and to never have needed any kind of medical intervention because he's healthy, you know?
Sister of the Groom, such a fun movie for me to watch. I'm curious though, for you as an actress, what is it that draws you to a project like this?
Well, the role. I think this character, she's unraveling, you know, and
Yeah.
she's so anxious and uncomfortable in her body from these twins that she had. This happens to some people where their bellies get that sort of stretched thing that doesn't go back. She's really self-conscious about it and wants to get an surgery, and you know, she's really vain and just struggling inside, not comfortable, won't sleep with her husband right now, all kinds of problems.
Yeah.
They're going to see her brother, who she's so close with, and he's marrying this younger woman that she's never met before. And she gets there and it's just one assault after the other. You know, it's just like bam, 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 bam. And she's already a mess, making out with her old boyfriend. What is she doing?
Isn't comfortable with you coming to the wedding anymore.
You just have toxic energy.
Just wanted to get close to you.
What's happening?
Just a little Molly, you're gonna be fine.
You touched on this whole theme of body image. You know, I think regardless of whether you've had a baby or not, especially a year like this, you look in the mirror, you don't always feel your best. Is that something that you can personally relate to?
After I had my baby, yes. I mean, it's like if you get your period, I was just talking to someone who said, it's my lunch. You know, like sometimes if you're in tight clothes and you eat lunch,
Yeah.
you know, your body gets a little puppy and then it goes back down. Like in the morning, you're back to normal.
Right. Burrito or baby, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's just like everybody needs to calm down. Don't ask a woman if she's pregnant, period. How about that?
Right. I think that's a good rule we can all live by. The idea of turning 40, it's something that your character, Audrey, is, you know, I think she's kind of taken it moment by moment. What for you, was turning 40 something you looked forward to, or were you kind of like, pump the brakes?
When we age, what I've noticed makes me feel better, and I don't know if this makes anybody else feel better, is we all do it together.
Right. No one is exempt.
Good thing. Like, it's not like you're the only one. So
Right.
any of your friends, you're all doing it together.
For sure.
Right?
For sure. Nobody is exempt from the aging process. And I think, like you've pointed out, you know, throughout your career and your life, if you make smart decisions, you can kind of help yourself a little bit along the way.
Totally. And I'm excited about being like, I'm not going to do any work. I'm just going to continue to be natural, and we'll see. Maybe I'll be an example of what actually aging healthily looks like. I don't want to do I don't want to put anything in my body and like mess. I want to naturally age. I want to be, I don't know who else is doing that, but it seems like a small, tiny little
Percentage.
in our industry.
Yeah.
If there's anyone else out there.
Yeah.
If there is, it would be a fun little tiny group to be in and see what that looks like. Because I think that on film, I would like to represent humans,
Right.
not people, because most of the people out there are not doing that.
Okay. So for you, everything is completely off the table. Never going to happen.
I have no intention of doing it. I'll let you know if it changes. Wouldn't it be nice? Because if more of us didn't do it, then we wouldn't feel odd aging together, right?
Sure. Right. It normalizes little lines and
it's beautiful.
For sure.
My husband always used to say how beautiful my mommy was, and she had, you know, she was an older woman. She had wrinkles all over her face, and he really admired her. And I just thought that's so lovely that he can recognize the beauty in a woman as she's aging naturally.
And of course, you know, ultimately the movie's about true love. You've got, you know, this married couple, they're trying to keep the flame alive. You've got this bride and groom, they're trying to, you know, solidify, are we the right fit for each other? For you, is there a flame? Is dating a possibility in quarantine?
I have no boyfriend right now.
Okay.
I am looking for my, you know, extraordinary unicorn. And when they show up, you'll know.
Well,
But not yet.
you are an extraordinary unicorn. And I think one of the reasons why people like myself have always felt so connected to you is that you are a woman who you have such clear vision. I have to imagine that someone with so much clarity knows exactly what they want in a partner. Are there things that are like non-negotiables that you will look for in your next partner?
I think the main thing is wanting someone that's really happy in their skin most of the time, you know, because someone solid. You know, my son is extraordinary. And so it's got to be someone extraordinary to bring to play with him, you know? My heart is very open and I'm super happy with whatever's meant to happen.
You mentioned your son Bear, who really is extraordinary, and it's so exciting for fans who follow you on Instagram to follow along with your parenting journey. I'm just curious if you anticipated how big of a reaction his big haircut was going to get with your fans.
What are we doing right now?
Cutting my hair.
Why?
I have no idea. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Oh, there he is. That's even cute. Here, there's one. There's one.
I am always surprised by people pay attention to anything I'm saying. I remember posting things on the Kind Life thinking, this is just my, conscious, healthy, aware people that are going to read this, not the world. But then somehow somebody picks it up and they go, whoop. And so, yeah, I'm always surprised, but.
How is Bear doing with his new shorter do, and how are you? Is this an emotional process for you?
When it happened, yeah, it was. We went home together and we got in bed and we were like, both looking at each other like something had happened. It was really.
It felt that big.
Shorts. It was like a new person, and but he's so great. His hair's growing back in and it's very cute. And his hair will be back to his waist soon, I'm sure, but in no time. Who knows?
The kid can grow a beautiful head of hair, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, what does Bear make of being such a standout on your social media page? Does he get like post approval before you put something up? What does he think about everything?
He doesn't really know. You know what I mean? I mean, he knows he's on there, but he's not looking at that post and, address and seeing none of that. I keep him far away from. The reason I put Bear on social media at all is, one, because obviously I'm a very proud mother. Also because it keeps it less interesting for paparazzi to harass us.
When you take the power away.
Took the power away. It happened when Bear was born that I was able to really, people were camped outside the house for days and days. And the moment I released an image, they all went away. So I was like, it works. And then the biggest reason that I love sharing him with the world is because he's such an example of health. He's plant-based, God forbid, right? And he's an example of such health, to never have needed antibiotics in 9 years and to never have needed any kind of medical intervention because he's healthy. Most kids have so many ear infections and they're taking medicine all the time. And I'm not saying I wouldn't give it to him if he didn't need it. I'm saying he doesn't need it. So he can get a snot nose, but he's like still climbing trees. Okay? Like, he's just so healthy.
I just would love to talk a little bit about your incredible career. I think today you've got Sister of the Groom, but if we go down almost 3 decades, there's just so many incredible credits to your name. Is there one project of yours that really stands out as being underrated?
Well, that's a good question. I feel like the main thing is I love doing theater, and it's so wonderful because you'll do a play that some people see, and the people who see it, it's such an incredible experience to exchange with them, and they know, so they've seen you do something that was so intimate and special, but then the rest of the world doesn't get to see it, and they never know, and it's not on your IMDb page. When someone who saw you in this thing says, hey, I saw you in this play, and you know how special that play was, it's really exciting. I've been just enjoying my work, and I'm an activist and I care very much about people's health in the world. And I'm also really happy that I found a way to also act, because for a long time I only did that stuff because I was so focused on it. And it's hard to write a book. It takes a lot of time.
I know. It's hard to be an entrepreneur and to have your hand in so many things. I know you're a woman of the theater. Is that what you would say is next on your bucket list? You want to tap more into that as soon as the world opens up and you can have your pick?
I would love to do theater again, for sure. And I will continue to hopefully do theater until the day I die. I'm just having so much fun working as an actress. And I'm going to go shoot Babysitter's Club, the 2nd season, in February, and my son's coming with me for the whole time. And
Does he get a little cameo appearance?
he
A little
has to be allowed to do it. Isn't that weird? Like because of COVID, the rules, he can't come unless he's in it. So they put him in it.
Is he your son? Is he playing?
No, the youngest child's best friend, I think.
Alicia,
So let's not put pressure on him. What if he gets cut out?
I,
All the point was is that he got to come.
but has it dawned on you that you're going to be working opposite your son? Is that just so exciting or emotional for
Well,
you?
he was also in Sister of the Groom, if you look hard enough. There's a long-haired boy running around in that wedding.
But does he have the acting bug? He obviously.
No, not at all. No.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, no, he doesn't want to be an actor. I mean, he's 9. He wants to do millions of things.
Right.
Last year, he wanted to be a rapper. And before that, he was really intent on being a Navy SEAL. So, it changes, and we'll see where he lands. All I wanted was to be able to bring my baby to work because, we have to support working mothers too, right? And I couldn't I'm not going to leave my kid for a month. That's just not
Right.
happening. Out of the question.